Hi, my name is Jeff. I'm your instructor for this course. I want to go over the syllabus here for Math 126 Pre-Calculus 1. This is the online section. It's sections 1007 and 1008. So my name is Jeff Downs. My email address is jeffrey.downs@wnc.edu. My college homepage is www.wnc.edu/downs. You can also get to that from the college page. If you just search me, you'll see a link to my college page. My office is in Fallon, at the Fallon campus. I'm in Pinion F1. And my phone number is 423-7988, extension 2251. If you're not calling from Fallon, you'll probably have to dial 775. I have office hours in Fallon on Tuesday, Thursday, 12:15 to 2 p.m., and on Friday, 11:30 to 1 p.m., or by appointment. So this course, prerequisite Math 96, or 3 units of high school mathematics at the level of algebra and above. This course provides a third course in algebra. Topics include polynomial, rational, and radical equations, absolute value and quadratic inequalities, relations and functions, linear, quadratic, polynomial, exponential, and logarithmic functions, their graphs and applications, and systems of equations. Course objectives: upon completion of this course, successful students should be able to do the following: solve polynomial, radical, and rational equations, solve absolute value and quadratic inequalities, identify functions and find inverse functions, graph, find slopes and equations of linear functions and use them in models, sketch the graphs of basic functions and transformations of them, graph polynomial, exponential, and logarithmic functions and use them in models, solve systems of equations and inequalities, not necessarily linear though. Okay, course credits 3, transferability within Nevada. This course is designed to apply toward a WNC degree and or transfer to other schools within the Nevada system of higher education. Depending on the degree chosen and other courses completed. It may transfer to colleges and universities outside Nevada. For information about how these courses can transfer and apply to your program of study, please contact a counselor. The linkage to the college mission is to apply mathematical analytical problem-solving skills through the use of polynomial, exponential, and logarithmic functions, the application of systems of equations, and the applications of matrices. Provide instructions that contributes to a student's ability to think critically and solve problems, to reason mathematically and apply computational skills. So the book we're going to use is Pre-Calculus by Paul Sison, the Hawkes Learning System. You have some options though for the class. You can get the book bundled with the Hawkes Learning System software and the ebook. There's the ISBN. Now that's if you want to do your homework online. You can get the text bundled with just the software, not with the ebook. You can get this from the bookstore. First one you can get from the Hawkes website. Textbook alone, if you just want to do paper homework and paper exams, you can get the textbook alone. And if you want to do the ebook with the Hawkes Learning System, that's from their website. You can also go to the hawkslearning.com site, and from there, if you just want to go online, you can purchase everything over the web, and you don't have to wait for stuff to come in the mail. If you have more questions about that, please let me know. Supplies, text. You can do the paper text or the online text. A calculator. It's recommended you purchase a TI-89 calculator for the class. I really like the TI-89. I will be using the TI-89. You can get by with other TIs or really any calculator, but if you're going to buy something, I would recommend going for the TI-89. Grading scale A, B, C, D, F. Pretty standard there. The grade breakdown. We have a midterm 1 at 200 points. Discussions, you're supposed to do 10 postings at least for a maximum of 100 points. Homework, 5 chapters at 40 points each for 200 points. Quiz, 10 at 10 points each. You take your top 10 quizzes, 10 points each is the max. So there are 11 quizzes, but I take the top 10. That's 100 points. Then final exam, 1 at 200 points. And that's adds up to be 800 points altogether. Exams, there will be a midterm. You may take a paper exam or an online exam. Online exams are through a Hawkes Learning System and may be repeated to improve your grade. That's the benefit of the online. However, they don't get partial credit. Where the paper exams are in PDF form, you download them, print them, work them out and get them back to me. You can scan and email them back to me, or upload them in Canvas is my first choice. You can fax them back to me. You can email. It does take up a lot of email space if you do that. You can also have it take it to one of the other campuses and have them scan and send it to me. That's always doable. The due date for the midterm is, I think this is wrong, it's actually the 15th. Paper exams must be in my possession by that date. Let's see what it says in the calendar. On the calendar, it is the 16th. Okay, so I'll hold that date. Where was I? Okay, course ID for the online work in Hawks is Math 126 Fall 2013. Discussions, you must provide at least 10 postings in the discussion board. The postings must be substantive and not simply say I agree. You can ask either a question from our material, you can answer a question, and your first posting should be an introduction about yourself. Homework, you have the two choices for the homework. You can either do the Hawks Learning System section certificates, or you can do the homework assigned with each lesson in the class. Homework counts for a total of 200 points. If you try the Hawks and prefer to go with the traditional homework, you may do so. If you do the traditional paper homework, you must fax, email, or mail your homework to me to be postmarked by the day of the exam. So send me a copy, or take a copy of it and send me the original. Make sure you make a photocopy if you ever let the original go. Strongly encourage students to mail a copy of their homework. Okay, whatever. Mail a copy. I would like the original of the exam. Make a photocopy of that for yourself. Quizzes. There will be 11 quizzes in Moodle. The top 10 will count for the grade. Final exam. There will be a final exam due on December 10th. That's a Tuesday. It may be taken on paper or online. Attendance. Students are expected to participate and keep pace on a regular basis. Students failing to keep pace or answer emails from the instructor for 2 or more weeks may be dropped from the course. Okay, so keep pace, keep logging in, keep doing the work. Any departure from the attendance policy must be pre-approved by September 1st, 2013. Ethics statements, no cheating of any kind will be tolerated. Any student caught cheating, attempting to cheat, or assisting the cheating of another student will be expelled from the class with a failing grade. I don't expect that to be a problem. We are all good students, right? When attending the optional non-mandatory live sessions, if you're going to attend the weekly sessions, that's great. If you can't, not a problem. You can always email me questions and I can address them in the session. I'm going to try to find a way to record them because with this new program we don't have that ability yet. So please be polite and mute your microphone when you're not speaking. Background noise can be very distracting, especially when if someone has external speakers and a microphone, and then I'm picking up through their microphone myself speaking, and so that it's hard to really concentrate and just start getting lots of echoes, and it's kind of a problem. Okay. Early alert, please note that in an effort to help students successfully complete their courses, the counseling office on campus will ask faculty for names of students they may feel may be in need of additional assistance. The counselor may contact you to offer some ideas. Grade appeals can be made to Scott Morrison at scott.morrison@wnc.edu. Disability statement. If you have a disability for which you will need to request accommodations, please contact Susan Trist, the coordinator for Disability Support Services, at 775-445-3268, or susan.trist@wnc.edu as soon as possible to arrange for appropriate accommodations. Here's some important dates. Notice October 28th is the last day to drop the fall classes with a W. Okay, final exam week. Got some holidays in there. Come down here, we have our schedule. Now the first part of this course is review. These first 7 sections are truly a review. Now there might be one section that could be new to some people, but review of Math 96 concepts. So we'll go through them quite quickly. Then on to Chapter 2, where we have graphing and lines, and we cover circles as well, so that might be new to people. But a lot of this Chapter 2 is review as well. And Chapter 3 is when we're getting into some new stuff. And then we get to Chapter 4, talk about some more polynomials. then exponentials and logarithmics, and then there's our semester. Yeah. Please let me know if you have any questions. I really look forward to the semester. I enjoy this class quite a bit. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.